Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Isra and today I'm going to show you a beautiful breast massage practice in order to bring greater pleasure into your life and to open up your heart energy as well. Also, it's very important to get this area massaged in order for the lymphatic system to be moved. The lymphatic system is important for balancing your hormones, for your immune system, and it requires movement in order for it to move, whether it be through dancing, yoga, exercising, massaging. And there's a practice in India called Abhyanga, which is a full body oil massage that you can do on your own in order to get your lymphatic system moving. But for today, we're just going to be focusing on the breasts, and I'm going to show you different techniques in order to bring greater pleasure, to release the tension, to release any stored emotions like sadness, grief, heartbreak from this area. Because when the heart is open and the breasts are connected to the heart, then the yoni being the Sanskrit word for vagina, can be more open. And one of the things that's really overlooked in intimate interactions is right foreplay and actually spending time in touching different places in order to create greater pleasure in the body. They are like key points when certain parts of the body are touched, and one of them being the breasts. And not right away touching the nipples, because this is quite the invasive way of touching for a woman. And this may not be true for all women, but for most women, starting from the outside is very important in order to create this gradual buildup of sensitization and then eventually touching the nipples. If you're a man and you have a female partner and you're watching this for that reason, or you would like to have some sort of intimate interaction, then absolutely do stick around, because this will help you in understanding the importance of touching slowly and creating a new way of actually interacting with a woman, because what is portrayed in porn is very much far away from what some women want. Slowing down is key. Taking your time in foreplay is so important in order to allow for the woman to warm up. The physiology of a man and woman are obviously very different, and so the way that we get aroused compared to men is very different. So have a relaxed position, make sure that you won't be interrupted. You can play some nice music, gentle music, and sit in front of a mirror. I highly encourage sitting in front of a mirror while doing this practice. And this practice can be so powerful in dissolving any shame, if any, around how you see your body, how you see your breasts. 50% of women think their breasts are too small. And this is all societal way of thinking. It's all what society has said is feminine or not feminine, or what's beautiful and what's not beautiful. And that definition is always changing. And it's so important to not externalize your power, to not give away your power to what society defines as what's being feminine or what's not feminine. And to take that power back and say, it is feminine for me to be in my truth. It is feminine for me to love and accept my body as it is. And through this practice, we can also dissolve that. Those insecurities, those judgments of your breasts being maybe too small or too saggy or too big or whatever it may be. So I already lit some Palo Santo here. You can use some sage or anything to cleanse the energy if you'd like. And you can use sesame oil, coconut oil, olive oil, or almond oil in order to massage your breasts. For now, I'm not going to be doing that. I will just show you on top of my clothes how I do this. So we're going to begin with the breast massage. When you put the oil on your hands, place the intention of what you'd like to bring through. It might be to dissolve any armor, emotional armor. any heartbreak, or you want to bring greater love to yourself, to your breasts, to connect to your inner feminine energy, this absolutely can truly fill your cup up of your inner feminine energy, and to understand what that means as well. Very nourishing practice, especially that you're using an oil. An oil on your body is very, very nourishing. So we're going to start from the outside, or actually the center. We're going to breathe in, and then exhaling as you bring your hands down. Breathing in as you bring your hands up, and then exhaling as you bring them down. And as you're exhaling, releasing any judgments, any insecurities, any heartbreaks maybe, and allowing for any emotions to come through as you're doing this and continuing with this. Tears will naturally come through, and for some women, they might feel very numb as they're doing this. That is okay. It's a very natural thing to not feel as much, because this is where a lot of hurt is stored. And as you do this practice more and more, you will start to notice that there is a greater spaciousness for pleasure to come into your life. And now we're going to go the opposite direction. So we're going to bring in that love into your breasts. Bring that love into your body. And so as you bring your hands up, breathing in and then exhaling, breathing in what you desire, greater pleasure, greater sensation within your heart, within your breast. And as a woman with an open heart, she is a force to be reckoned with. She is someone who can truly allow for greater healing to take place. And with an open heart, we're able to feel Mother Earth so much more. I am someone who talks about ceremonial grey cacao a lot, and I've done cacao ceremonies and for other people, and it's just very powerful. So this is all connected. Drinking cacao right before a breast massage practice can be amazing. It can bring so much heart opening and healing to your body. So you can continue this for a couple more minutes, focusing on that inhale and exhale as you do that. And you can do gentle light touches like so. And this is very nourishing, having that light touch. Again, compared to porn, not having that intense kind of touch at the beginning is important in order to have that gradual kind of process. And I've learned this through a podcast from Layla Martin. She had a guest speaker and she was talking about breast massages, and I really got inspired to share this with you all, because it is so life-changing for a woman to receive the right type of touch instead of that right away straight to the nipples kind of touch, because it can be very, very uncomfortable and actually shut a woman down instead of opening her up sexually. And now you can cup your breasts and you can move them up and down if that feels good. And I highly encourage you to experiment to see what feels good for you, because every woman's body is different. And, of course, this is true for men. And this is why it's important for a man or a woman to not assume what feels pleasurable, and actually connecting and tuning into your body in order to know what feels pleasurable. So moving them up and down is moving the lymphatic system. And this is very powerful. You can also bring them close to one another if that feels good. And this is naturally going to be you touching your nipples and creating greater pleasure with no expectation. This is the thing, like when people engage sexually, there's like this sort of expectation, performance. I need to perform in a certain way intimately. You don't have to perform. You can be just as you are and fully present in your body. You can also make circles. You can have your hands crossed over, or on the side like so, and you can circle them inwards, and then at some point switching the direction, you can then circle it in the opposite direction, and you can make big circles with them or small circles, and continuing to breathe in and out and welcoming any emotions that may come through. This is such a potent practice of taking your power back as a woman and to understand what feels pleasurable for you and truly being present with every sensation as you're doing this. And you can place pressure on certain points and see if there's any tenderness, or just be gentle if it feels too much. And releasing stagnation in the breast is important for those who are breastfeeding. Very, very important. Women rarely touch their breasts or even their yonis, and this is so important in order to cultivate a deeper practice of receiving pleasure into your body, receiving your femininity into your body, and this can really shift your life, change your life. And so having this practice once or twice or even 3 times a week can change your ability to feel into your heart, your ability to give love, to receive love, and to be aware of what emotions are present in your heart. So you can also make an infinity sign, welcoming in that infinite potential of what pleasure you can experience, and expanding past the ceiling of what you've known, of what is pleasurable. And then eventually, at some point, you can start to lightly brush over your nipples with your hand, and if that feels good for you. If you want to take this practice to a whole other level, I would say looking in the mirror while touching your breasts, while massaging your breasts, and to say an affirmation that will uplift you. For example, I am a goddess. And your voice saying it out loud in that frequency and truly feeling that in your body while touching yourself, it's like you're embedding that belief within your body, within your subconscious mind. And again, emotions may come through, and please do welcome them, because those tears are medicine for your soul to elevate into a greater level of being, radiance, pleasure, and receiving. In receiving, that is the divine feminine power. Surrendering, that's a very important one, surrendering to what's coming through. I am beautiful, I am exactly where I need to be, I am sexy, my breasts are beautiful. Saying all this will really empower you. So you can even massage up here. Doesn't have to be only the breasts. It could be also underneath the armpits, really massaging this area, examining yourself as well through this practice. And it's just like through this practice, you are empowering yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Continue doing this practice for as long as you'd like in front of the mirror. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Please like this video. It would mean a lot to me. It will get this video out to more people. Subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.